The gentleman from Wisconsin, Mr. Fitzgerald, is now recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For about 150 years, state insurance regulators and laws have regulated insurance companies. I know my own state of Wisconsin, of which I was a member of the Wisconsin Senate for 25 years. We always had a great relationship with our insurance commissioner. The market and the corporations that operate and function, whether it's P&C or health or life, whatever it might be, they do a fantastic job, right? But what we have here is, once again, something that most state legislators really bristle at, and that is a federal overreach. FIO has grown increasingly aggressive, as been discussed by the chairman, and so in consequence of that, we're offering legislation. Just the collecting of data, and most recently issuing a revised proposed data collection for climate-related financial risk, it just puts us in a position of, once again, trying to push back. So not only has the office been unclear on what they're going to do with this information and the data that they've collected, but any effort by Treasury or FIO to sidestep state insurance regulators, it just blatantly undermines the congressional intent in this area. So, as the chairman said, that's why we've introduced Insurance Data Protection Act to repeal FIO's subpoena power. Mr. Gordon, I know you've already commented on this, but maybe you could take it a step further in the way you guys view the subpoena power and how it's being abused right now.
Yeah, we're very appreciative of your leadership on this issue, Congressman, and we have not found one single other example of a non-regulator having such expansive subpoena authority. And there's no reason for them to get into this because majority of the states have already been conducting climate data calls, as Ms. Arnold noted in her testimony, for 85% of the marketplace. This is analyzing weather is already the primary competency of the insurance industry, doing it for hundreds of years, investing money in analyzing and managing weather risks. So this is something, it's not related to insurance. It's second guessing the regulators. We're working with the regulators very extensively on this. They're spending a lot of time. There's enormous amount of climate-related insurance data already available in the public. And we're working with our state regulators to make sure there are no gaps in that.
And I mean, I would further comment that I think some of the data calls are so broad that you start to worry about whether or not they're adequately protecting this information once it's been gathered. What would you say is, what kind of assurance do you think that FIO could give to anybody saying, don't worry about this data, it's all been guarded and safely kept?
Well, we're always nervous. The more parties have information, the more potential problems there are. We have encouraged FIO in past efforts to gather information to work with the NAIC, to have the data done through existing portals, to be aggregated to protect against the kind of dangers that you're talking about. So there are ways to do it, again, most importantly involving cooperation with the state regulators.
Thank you. Chairman, I'd just say this is once again just a classic federal overreach for data that's absolutely not needed. I yield back.
I thank the gentleman and appreciate work on this bill in particular.